think about the story of Job from the Bible, it can feel like a massive weight on your shoulders. Here's a guy who had everything: a loving family, wealth, health, you name it. And then in the blink of an eye, it all crumbles. He loses his children, his possessions, and he's struck with painful sores. It's almost like a cosmic joke, right? You can't help but wonder what's the point of it all? Why would anyone have to endure such suffering? But here's where it gets interesting. Job's story isn't about suffering, it's about resilience and the human spirit. He wrestles with his faith, and let's be honest, who hasn't? There are moments in life where we're thrown into the deep end and we're left grasping for air, questioning everything we thought we knew. Job's struggle is relatable, especially to me. He asks the tough questions. He cries out to God, demanding answers. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? If you've ever faced adversity, you've probably found yourself asking similar questions. What's really compelling is how Job's friends react to his suffering. They came in hot with their opinions, trying to convince him that his misfortunes must be a punishment for some hidden sin. It's a classic case of victim blaming. Job stands firm. He refuses to accept their explanation because deep down he knows that life isn't so black and white. It's messy, complicated, and often unfair. Job's insistence on his innocence is a powerful reminder that sometimes bad things happen to good people, and it doesn't mean they deserve it. As the story unfolds, we see Job grappling with his faith. He demands to speak to God to understand, why is this happening to him? When God finally responds, not with the answers Job expected, instead God poses a series of questions that highlight the vastness of the universe and the limitations of human understanding. It's like God saying, hey, you think you can comprehend everything? Look at the world around you. Do you even know how it all works? Do you even know how it works? It's a humbling moment, that reminds us of our place in the grand scheme of things. But here's the kicker. Job's story doesn't end in despair. All the suffering and the questioning, Job's fortunes are restored. He receives double what he lost, and he's blessed with new kids. It can feel like a neat little bow tie around a messy narrative. You might be tempted to think, okay, if I endure suffering, I'll get rewarded too. But that's not the way this thing works. The story isn't about a transactional relationship with God. It's about the journey with God. It's about how we navigate through doubt, pain, and ultimately, our faith in a world that often demands instant answers and quick fixes. Job's story is encouraging. It encourages us to lean into the discomfort, to wrestle with our beliefs, which can lead to a deeper understanding. It's okay to be angry, to seek clarity, to feel lost. In those moments of struggle, we can be conformed or transformed. So the meaning of Job isn't about suffering and restoration. It's about resilience, faith, and the complexity of the human experience. It's a reminder that while we may not always understand why things happen, we can still find strength in our struggles. Life is unpredictable. But in that unpredictability lies growth and ultimately a deeper understanding for ourselves and the world around us. That's the essence of Job's story. Trust in God, and it resonates as it did 1,000 years ago.